YouTube, what's going on? So if you're watching this video, hopefully this isn't something you just randomly stumbled upon. And the reason you're watching this video is because you want to make a name for yourself. You want to succeed in life. Maybe you want to generate more money for your side hustle. Maybe you want to start your own thing. The point is, you don't want to just live a regular life. You don't want to just work your whole life until you retire, and you want something more out of life. So if that is the case, I want to share something that's been helping me deal with things like discouragement, procrastination, laziness, and things like that. So to sum it up fairly quickly, what I did was tell myself that I have no choice. Like, this isn't some fever dream. This isn't some crazy scenario that you think about with your friends. Like, oh, if I had this much money, I'd do this, I'd do that. No, I gave myself no other option. If you start thinking like this and thoroughly understand that and fully believe that, like you have the self-belief that this is what it is and nothing else is true, you have no choice. But you can't think that shallow. You have to actually have no choice. Your success relies on the fact that you cannot afford to fail. And the only way that's really gonna help you implement this into your mind and ingrain it in your head, like indefinitely, is to come up with a list of reasons on why you need to succeed and why you have no choice. I have another video on multiple streams of motivation, and this kind of falls under the same type of structure, but it's a little bit different. So I recommend you watch that video, but I also recommend you make another list for this as well. So literally what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab a pen, a piece of paper, or do it in your notes. That's how I do it. I have it in my notes, and I have a whole bunch of reasons on why I have no choice. And these aren't just like made up, like these are actual facts. Like, these are personal reasons. And I'm not sure the full amount of reasons that are on my list, but I could at least share like 2 or 3 with you guys. And based off that, compile as many reasons as you can. And if you ever are just doing something random or thinking and you think of another reason, make sure you write it down right there on the spot. Make sure you have it saved so you don't forget. And you're gonna try to review this list weekly. All right, so some of my reasons I have here. One of the first ones I have is family doubters. I don't know about you guys, but I'm Caribbean as so when you have those old school Haitians in your ear talking about you need to have a good job, you need to do this and do that. I've always been against the grain ever since growing up. Stay in STEM, do something in science, become a doctor or something like that. Go to this school, do that. I wasn't going for none of that. I at least did go to school, but besides all that, I was kind of doing my own thing. So this is something that isn't new to me, but I just got to keep on going because at the end of the day, I don't want to work a 9 to 5 my whole life. It's fine for right now because I need to gain capital, which actually goes into one of my other reasons, which is gaining capital to invest. I'm in school for investing, and depending on the type of investments, it sure does help to have a large sum of capital to make those investments. And honestly, the way I've been living, just working 9 to 5, including all my expenses, I'm on my own. It's not feasible that I'm able to save enough money to have the capital to start investing into different things like property and anything else you can think of. So my best bet is to bet on myself, start a business, make some money, and eventually that profit is what I could do to put into investing because that's what I actually want to do. It's not gonna happen working 9 to 5. And if it does, it's gonna take years. It's gonna take so many different promotions, maybe so many different jobs, climbing up the corporate ladder, bro. I don't wanna do none of that, bro. Like I said, it's good for now because my business isn't making money. My business actually isn't really fully functional. I'm still working on it. I'm still working on creating it. So for now, working a 9 to 5 is a-okay with me, but this is very temporary, very short term until I start seeing some success. But anyways, that was my other reason. Another reason is to have more time. This kind of transitions because of the 9 to 5 thing as well. I box. I want to start a business. I have other hobbies and things that I like to do. And if I'm getting off at 5 p.m. every day, dealing with traffic that I can't really show y'all, but you could kind of see, like I'm heading straight to the boxing gym right now, and that's an hour drive because of traffic. So I'm not gonna get there till after 6, and then that class is however long. Then I gotta get home, and I barely got time to work on the business. I barely got time to, you feel me, do other things, socialize, and things like that. And I'm not here sitting complaining. I will never complain, but I'm just letting you know that my time is very limited with the other things outside of work that I wanna do. And again, if I become successful, if I'm able to do a little bit better financially, I'm still gonna, of course, be busy as can be, but at least free up my time for other things that I want to do and to get better at those things, like boxing, like spending time with other people, which I'll give, you know what, F it, I'll give one more point just to end it off. But the last thing, I want a family one day, bro. And yes, most likely your parents did it. Maybe even you're doing it right now. But the way I want to do it is I want to have time for my family. Before I even talk about family and kids and all that, let's just talk about dating. If you watch my last video, I just talked about the power of saying no, and I said my personal example was with dating. So clearly I already told myself that, bro, like, I can't date right now. Like, this is the time for me to focus. This is the time for me to put in the work. I'm not saying you need money to go on dates. Like, you could very much do that on a budget. And that's just financially. That's not talking about what I was really trying to say, which was time with your significant other, spending time, going on dates, doing things. Either way, if it's about time or money, it makes it very hard if you're just working 9 to 5 every day, and especially if you have other things going on. So anyways, I actually wasn't even planning on explaining those 3 reasons to y'all. Of course, I summarized them and I could go more in depth with the reasons. And again, my list is pretty long. But my point was this: you have to have a list very long. I'm not gonna give you a number because I don't want to put a number on it. Just however much you think you need. And you should be able to explain every reason thoroughly, kind of how I just did. You have to validate each of these reasons. And when you do that, and then you review it every single week, regardless if you think you know it or not, and you just keep it in the forefront of your head, brother, you ain't gonna be lazy no more. You ain't gonna be undisciplined. Like, boy, I'm trying to tell you something. I'm trying to put you on game. It's up to you to listen, because this is a gem I just gave y'all. A lot of the videos, all of the videos I give y'all is gems. So please don't just watch my videos, actually apply everything I'm telling you. And I'm telling you, you'll develop a mindset of a millionaire, because you have to become a millionaire up here before it reaches your bank account. Even if it's just a handful of y'all. I'm no big creator, but I make these videos for somebody, if it's just one person. But anyways, before I keep on going and start ranting and all this nonsense, I tend to do that. I really hope you guys try and apply this. I'm gonna start getting some footage for y'all eventually, and that's actually what I'm gonna try and document for you guys. You're gonna get to see the process of me turning into a boxing novice to someone that kind of knows what they're doing. And yeah, not to say too much, but that's what I got in store for y'all. But anyways, in the meantime, apply what I just told y'all. Go back to some of my videos that I mentioned in this video. Start taking notes, start applying it. And if you get value off of this video or any of my other videos, go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and leave a comment down. Most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and follow the journey. This is the process tapes, and I want y'all to be part of it. And I want y'all to create your own journey at the same time. Yeah, that's all I got for y'all. I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.